I'm the head of the Department of Fisheries, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology at the University of Minnesota, and I work on birds. My specialty is how does urbanization affect the native bird species, and can you build in ways that keep more of the native birds around? We have different projects. For example, one of my grad students has a project called Stop the Thud, where he is having people scout out buildings all around campus, and he's mapping out where the highest bird mortalities are to know where are the problems and how can we fix them. Old-fashioned buildings, it's a bunch of brick or stone. Birds are like, yeah, that's a building, I'm not going to run into that. If it is a sheet of glass that reflects the sky or they can see through, not a good thing. The Bell Museum was built with glass that birds can see. You can build it with UV reflective glass, or you can fret. It's got pictures on it. That's called fretting. That keeps the birds from running into it. I was part of the new US Bank Viking Stadium project. When it was first proposed, there was a huge amount of concern that these huge sheets of glass would lead to trouble, especially with migrating birds. We identified a few places around the stadium that were getting bird mortality and made some recommendations about that remediation. And now all buildings built in the state with state funds need to use bird-safe glass. I think a good scientist needs to both be really good with their science as well as interacting with the public. In the summer, I get grants to do trainings for teachers. And this specific one is sponsored by the U.S. Forest Service's International Office. And we focus on urban birds and migratory birds. And show them different environments, where birds are, show them that birds are everywhere. I think everybody should be doing science. You don't have to be somebody running around in a white coat and looking in a microscope. In fact, a lot of the natural world is right outside your door, and we still have so many questions we need to answer, and it's really fun to get other people involved in coming up with questions and in answering the questions.